So as you just saw, Yoo's death brings to an end a long and exhaustive manhunt, but there are still a lot of questions surrounding this case.
Right, so the hunt may be over, but is the case over? For instance, questions like why did it take more than a month for the police to identify the body? And, did you commit suicide or was a foul play involved? Well, to discuss this issue, we are joined live by our Connie Lee. Now, Connie, just yesterday the prosecution extended their arrest warrant for Yoo, and today the police announced that they have found Yoo's body. So there apparently, obviously, is a lack of collaboration there.
Right, and you would think that if the prosecution knew that there was a body that has been found that could have been Yoo Byung-eun, they would not have extended that arrest warrant. And as you said, today's announcement has raised a number of questions and has once again put the spotlight on the police and prosecution's investigation. Now, after the DNA results came out confirming that the body found was in fact Yoo Byung-eun, the National Police Agency did admit to mishandling the case. In particular, they mentioned failing to immediately connect the body found in June to Yoo Byung-eun.
Well, you have to wonder what took them so long and what misguided them to the wrong direction. I mean, he was wearing a very expensive Italian jacket for one, and of course there were clues simply flooded around Yoo Byung-eun's body.
Right. Well, according to the police, Yoo Byung-eun, the billionaire, was wearing a very high-priced Italian winter jacket in the middle of summer. We'll show you a mock-up here of how he was found. Yoo's body was apparently found on his back with a hat on, but without his shoes. And as you heard earlier, the body was badly decomposed. Now, a cloth bag was also found at his side with the phrase, "Love like a dream," etched on it. Now, that phrase is actually the title of his authored book. Now, what's inside the bag is interesting. Apparently, there were alcohol bottles, and Yoo was not said to be a drinker, but there were alcohol bottles found near his body. So
right, I mean, we have been hearing that Yoo only consumes organic foods, and there's specific kind of water mineral water that he drinks, and he wasn't known to be to have been a drinker. So that's another question.
Right
now, Yoo was, I think, apparently last seen at the end of May, but so that gives him a window of about a week and a little bit, Connie, until they have found a body that was so badly decomposed that the police did not know his identity until now, apparently. So is that time window, so long for a body to decompose like 80%?
Right, and actually, it also took the police 40 days to actually identify the body and to get the DNA results. So I talked to a forensic expert, and here is what he had to say about this.
DNA testing is a technique, so it doesn't take long. However, the amount of time it takes is determined by the state of the body. If it was a fresh body, then DNA test results come out right away. But in the case with Yoo Byung-eun, his body was badly decomposed, so officials had to get DNA from his bones. And getting results from that is more difficult. His body was badly damaged because it was outdoors. It not only decomposed, but it was probably affected by flies and other insects. This probably had more of an effect on the body than just the decomposition.
Right, so according to the professor, the body was out in the field, so not only did it decompose, but it was also affected by the possible bugs and insects that were probably around his body. And also, because it was so badly damaged, the DNA test results took longer.
Right, because they had to find something from his bones. Connie, for now, a suicide is highly suspected, but there could be other factors at play, right?
Right. Well, police have not said what has caused his death. And the professor I talked to, the forensic expert, he said that instead of focusing on the cause of death, we should focusing on the manner of death, we should find out the cause of death first and when exactly he died. So before they know that, they can't make any conclusions yet. And we should also focus on, the rest of the total investigation and the ferry accident.
Right, so this definitely will not be the end of this story, of the Seoul disaster story, but I think it just opens the door to much more investigation, much more discussions to take place
so
in
many
society.
more questions that need to be answered, so many more
Right.
dots to connect. We thought when we have you, it will be the end of it, but it looks like it's a whole new beginning of whole new investigations for the police.
That's right, Daniel.
Well, thank you for that report, Connie. We hope you come back with some more updates on this matter soon.